Hi, everybody. It's Rena. I hope everybody's well and enjoying the nice weather. I thought I would do a video on some visions I had um, about what's going to happen with the government, what's going on in the government, and how it affects us because everything that happens in the government affects us. And I have this lovely candle. And I broke my purple vase this morning. The Verizon guy was here, and I was cleaning up and I broke it. But anyway, so I would like to talk about some of the things I've seen and what's coming up. Now, these are my visions. They're not anybody else's opinion. I'm not, if you disputing your opinion at all. It's my opinion. So what I some of this is a repeat of videos I've done before that are in the back, way in the back of the videos, that I don't expect anybody's going to listen to. Maybe they will, but I'm going to repeat it. So what is going on in the world today and the plan God has for us. What I saw this particular one, oh God, when I was in my 20s. And a vision, like I said, is something you don't forget. You're supposed to remember it. So it's clear, it's crystal clear, just like you're seeing in an area what's in front of your eyes, and you see it. And I saw the earth. I saw North America. It was just North America, and it was like turf. Like the country I was up in looking down like from a satellite, and I could see the shape of the United States, and it didn't matter about Canada or South America. It was just North America where I live. And I saw the land as being like turf. It's always like a green turf thing. And I saw that the country had split down the middle. And I thought first I looked at it and it was kind of scary because it split like completely down the middle all the way up through Ohio. And there was water in between. And I thought, are we going to have like an earthquake or something? Like, what would make this was pretty clear. And the United States had split in half. And I waited. I'm way past 25, but I waited for this vision to happen. So I thought at first it was, like I said, a geological thing where maybe it was an earthquake and it would split. But I thought, I know there's a fault line somewhere in the south and area, and we do get an occasional earthquake, but it's never like that. It was a clear split. So when this whole thing started with the government and people, politics, religion, race, the whole thing in the last like 4 years, I realized that was the vision, that the United States had split in half. And it's split, like I said, by these things. And that was the vision, that the we would be split as a nation. People are fighting over this, they're fighting over that, or they're split, the liberals, the conservatives, so that was the vision. That was one of the visions. Then that one came true, and I chalked it off like I do, to having happened. And it didn't show up. I also had a vision at the beginning of like the Trump Biden battle thing that I saw a woman sitting on an old-fashioned chair, and she was like dressed in colonial clothes, and she had, I knew it was Betsy Ross, and she was mending the flag, and the flag was all tattered up. It had holes in it. It was, shredded. And she was sitting there meticulously with her needle, fixing the flag, mending it. So I knew it was amazing. It was like a really cool kind of vision because it was Betsy Ross. And I thought, oh my God, so it meant that there are certain, it doesn't seem so right now because things are so messed up, but there will be a healing of the United States. She was mending the flag, which told me that there will be a healing. Things will get back to normal in time. God is working on it, and he's sending his people that he has picked, humans who know they have a mission. Certain people like Donald Trump and other people like Ben Carson, good people who are not Democrats and who want this country to succeed, to get back to what we had. I mean, we have a 9% inflation rate at this point. When Biden took office, it was 1 point something. This is ridiculous. The price of food, gas, I don't have to tell any of you. Anyway, I had this vision that, and don't get offended because, or think that, it's your opinion. This is what I've seen. Okay, it was very strong. I was in a house with my group of people. A house always means a situation. And there was another group of people. And we were sort of on opposite ends, but we were kind of getting along. But all of a sudden, it seemed like the other group of people were preventing us from leaving the house. They wanted us to be in their area. They wanted to control us, to keep us in the house, which we didn't want to do. We wanted to be free to come and go as we pleased, but we were feeling threatened by these people. And I went into the next room, which was an open doorway, and one of the group was in there, and it was the weakest link, as it was kind of told to me in my head. And it was a young teenage girl with long brown hair, and she had I knew she was kind of weak. She was weak-minded. She just was like the weakest one. So I knew she had to go in my vision. And I said, she's got to go. We've got to take these people out because they're keeping us here and they're not, we're being confined. We're being told what to do. They're not letting us out of the house. This could get bad. So I decided, so I had a weapon. And I went up to her and I said, you've got to go. And I let her have it with a weapon. And this is a vision. It's not an actuality. I let her have it with a weapon. And I disabled her. And she was bleeding. And I went for her chest. Because I knew that was the weakest spot. And the spot that would do the most damage. Like, she just had to go. It was a vision. So it's like, sometimes it's black and white, not color-wise, but the decisions you make. So anyway, I knew she was done. She was completely done, and she would never recover. Even if she lived, she just wouldn't recover from this. Then I went there were other people in the room too while I was doing that. And I had done what I had to do. Then I walked into the other room and I saw that our group had surrounded the other group and the other group had surrendered on the floor. And we were in charge. So that vision told me that our government, I believe, my group, are us, are the normal people who think in conservative ways like family, home, country, God, not necessarily children. Everything should be normal like it used to be. There are two sexes, male and female. You can't change that. That's the way. Some people are gay, so, whatever. But there is male and female. And so anyway, I believe that my group, were the conservatives, the people who think like us. And the other group that was trying to hold us and keep us from doing the things that we wanted to do, which is what has happened in the government. Our government is trying to take over our lives. They're raising prices on everything. They're telling us that we can't have this guns. They opened the border. They did all these things, destructive things, and they're keeping us. It's like we can't do anything because we can't change the laws. We depend on our representatives to do that, but our representatives haven't been doing a very good job of it. So basically, we're on our own. So in the end, they went down. So in my vision and interpretation, it means the Democrats will lose power, a lot of power, and the Republicans will regroup and be eliminated, a lot of them, replaced with people who actually will do something and actually love our country and care about it. So that was one thing. Then I walked back into the other room and I saw that the girl with the injuries. And I said, oops, I didn't need to even do that because they were going down anyway. But it happened anyway. So I believe that Biden was represented by the girl, the weakest link, because he is weak. He is not in charge. He's not making the decisions. He's just the puppet in front of the camera. Let's face it. I mean, the guy can't make a decision. So I believe Obama is running the country, and Hillary and all the other Democrats that were in power before. And they're running it into the ground on purpose because they want to make us dependent on them. We can't even use our own oil, our own fuel. We have to spend, whatever. It's just a total mess. All these illegals, anyway, it's not that we don't. My parents are immigrants. Well, my grandparents, and then my mother was an immigrant. And I believe in immigration, but not like this. This is an invasion. Anyway, so I looked at him, Biden. I knew that was Biden. And I was just the instrument in the vision. It wasn't really me who did anything, but I represented us. I represented us in the vision. And I believe he will do something that will be totally, he's already done like 1,000 things that he could have been impeached for or thrown out of office or whatever, but he will, and it changes the vision. I can still see it, but it's changing. And I see this big black thing in front of him, or the girl, which it changed into him. It was the same person. He will do something that will totally damage his everything. And then I saw Donald Trump in the next picture next to it, which means that Donald Trump will move right into that spot. And that's what I saw. The visions sometimes, when I see them, they're a certain way at the beginning, and the more I see them, they change. Things are added, and when the big black block went up in front of the person that was injured, I knew it was going to be bad. Whatever he did, it was going to be so bad that it might be Israel, the thing with Israel, that they're going to kick him out, that he's going to be removed. I don't believe he's going to make it to the November election, and that Donald Trump will be reinstated somehow, some way. where he should be, because I believe the election was stolen. I know, I saw it. I saw the election was stolen, and I was told by angels who, I know this sounds, you know, I had visions of an angel telling me certain things about what has happened. And she said that, this would all come to light. This would all be revealed. Everything that went has been, I mean, obviously we're having but anyway, so the vision, the Biden will do something that'll totally finish him. Not physically finish him, but politically and in every way. And Donald Trump just slid into that position between that black bloc and the Biden figure. So that is my interpretation of the vision. And I've had a couple other visions too, but that was one of them, and that was a powerful one. And I'm seeing it happen right now. They keep threatening to replace him and the blah 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 blah. But I and everything he does, that's really really bad. I say, could this be it? Could this be it? But it doesn't happen. And I'm like, and my husband says, well, maybe it just means the election, that. And I said, no, he's going to do something that's unforgivable. And I don't believe he's going to make it to November. Not that he'll die, but politically he won't make it. So that's all I have to say. And you don't have, this is my opinion, my disclaimer, but this is what I have seen and felt. And this is what I'm telling you, I'm sharing with you. Because so there is hope. And there's hope for us. There's hope for the United States. And Betsy Ross mending that flag, means the country will mend in time. It'll take a while because it's pretty messed up, but that's what I have to say. So I'll talk to you later. I love you. Bye.